Be getting that cash. The water ran right through that plant. It was gone. Yeah, it did. What's up, YouTube? This is Neil Hamilton with Good Technical on the Benzinga live stream. Yeah. That's what I like to do. I just walk around my house. I put my Rolex on just for that, and I wear my white gold chain. I just look at each of my plants, and I just drink this jug of water in front of them. That's the way it's supposed to work, right? How's it going, everybody? Yeah, I know. I didn't know that producer AB was already modeling rat costumes. So we're gonna get a little discount on it for his punishment. What tickers are we looking at today, guys? Yeah, it is a slow day. There's nothing. I mean, we're looking pretty toppy on a lot of our indexes. How about Cleveland Cliffs, though? I mean, I think GDX is one to talk about. Let's talk about gold miners. But you know, we've been in X, talked a lot about United States Steel Corp, and it's been putting in the work. Absolutely putting in the work. Great performance. CLF, which is one of the biggest holdings in, you can see we've talked about it in the past here. I'm just going to move these things out of the way. CLF. Sheesh. I think it might go to the distance. So it is a rat snack stock. It was thrown into the dumpster here for a long time, and started to come back up on this green line here, which is our golden cross. That's when the 50-day moving average crossed up above the 200-day simple moving average, and the thing's just been going off. One thing to know about CLF is it's got the Reddit juice. It's being talked about on the front page of the internet, reddit.com. So we get some crazy volume there. We love that crazy volume. Is what available on YouTube? Thanks. Is that available on YouTube? Let me know which one. Oh, is it the CEO interview? Yeah, if we did an interview with a CEO, it's probably on the Benzinga YouTube channel. So if you just like go to videos. Happy Friday, Lele. Thank you very much. Happy Friday to everyone. For sure. I'm so wiped out. I didn't really tell you guys my story. I went down to Florida to hang out with JC Peretz and a bunch of other folks from the biz. And it's actually like the most outdoors anything I've done since 2019. And I'm wiped. I'm so wiped. I fell asleep yesterday at like 7 p.m. Woke up at 10 p.m. Pounded some water and went right back to sleep. Yeah, MT is another good steel play. Thanks for calling that out. I love MT just because of how good this trend has looked. Like there are a couple ways. Like so you can be a United States Steel Corp trader where you're looking at these swings and you're saying, yes, I want to time these and I want 50% swings. Because I know that when it's getting down here, that I'm going to buy some calls and I'm going to make a bunch of Benzinga bucks on it. Or if you're looking for something that's more of a consistent trend without those like super volatile swings on its way up, MT is a good one just to just keep adding money to. And you can see we've looked at these stocks. MT is like a much clearer double bottom here on the rat snack spectrum. We got the bottoms right here. But yeah, MT has been fantastic. And the indicators that I have on the screen, I'm pretty sure. So I've got red here, which is the 200-day simple moving average. I've got purple here, which is just the 10-week exponential moving average, and then yellow, which is the 65 daily moving average, exponential daily. So there you go. It's very simple stuff used by a lot of traders, momentum traders, trend traders. So we like to see stocks above these moving averages bouncing off of them, which MT was doing. So fantastic. And I've touched on this previously. What we really want to find is those stocks that are like this, like MT was previously, down in the dirt, and then we want to catch that cross, baby. So we can get this full trend upward before it gets exhausted, which it might be right now. It might be getting a little exhausted. You can see that's getting up. Well, actually, hold on. Where is it? Yeah, it's getting into this range. So there's some historic resistance here. But I mean, if we would have got in or at this golden cross, added as we went, all together, you know, that's 170 something. And guys, we missed the boat. Let me show you in Florida. Where were we in Florida? We were in Orlando. Orlando, let me tell you, the best that the US has to offer. So for any of your foreign friends and they're like, what is like the best city in America to go to on vacation? No doubt Orlando. The water from the faucet does not stink in your hotel. It doesn't smell like swamp water. Everyone is very health conscious in terms of infectious diseases, always wearing protective gear. And yeah, there's not a lot of like crazy tourists from like all over the US. Nothing like that. Yeah, we were in Orlando, Florida, played a little Top Golf.
Wait, did you go to SeaWorld?
I drove by SeaWorld and I texted you, I'm pretty sure, AB. Didn't I?
Wait, I thought you said something about SeaWorld, but I thought you meant the stock was breaking out.
That's probably what it was. So SeaWorld guys did have a cup with handle and was breaking out seas. I drove by SeaWorld, of course, because I was in Orlando like a bunch of times. Okay, so here's our cup with handle. The breakout happened and the price target was really low for this cup with handle on SeaWorld, SEAS. The price target was derived from the Fibonacci extension tool. So I'll just redraw that. It's a cup with handle because we had an upward trend going into C's. And then we pivoted downward with mostly red candles, and we started to come back up with mostly green candles. And then we got that right pivot. So this is called the left cup. This is called the right pivot. And there should be a little bit of a downward short-term trend there. So now if I delete those things, then the way that we set our price target was just using is this the extension? I think this is, oh no, that's the long position. Just using the Fibonacci extension tool to a low point, then to the left cup, and then to the lowest point on, I think we actually did it like this. Because that was the beginning of this impulsive move into this cup on the daily chart. So anchor it on the low point of the impulsive move that leads into your left cup. Anchor the second point on the left cup, and then anchor the third point on the lowest point in the cup itself. And that sort of gives you your price target. Stopped a little bit short of there. But, you know, SeaWorld, it's kind of a reopening play.
Uh-oh.
This is Bert, one of our developers, calling me.
Answer it.
Hey, Bert, we're live.
Wait.
We're live.
We're live on Get Technical.
It's Bert and Luke. Hey guys, what's up? We're live, so Luke, don't talk about the prepper stuff. They were completely silent. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know. There's this rumor that Luke has a cabin up north in Michigan, and he goes up there every weekend and brings like cans of food and like ammunition and stuff, and that he's got this whole theory about like water wars coming, and this drought in California has got him all freaked out. So, I wanted to make sure he didn't talk about any of that proper stuff on here. So, anyways, guys, what do we want to look at today? For me, not that exciting. Let's get some tickers in here.
Dogman is saying he saw a good knife fight from his hotel balcony in Orlando. So free entertainment. I honestly, Neil, I mean, I'm not that smart. My frontal lobe isn't all developed, so I don't know if you were being facetious or not, but you've sold me on Orlando. I'm looking at flights right now.
Okay, well, I can tell you that flights are super cheap. And the great thing about Orlando is the airport, you zip right through security, no problem. The lines are always super short. You don't have to wait around. It's easy peasy.
Cool. Good to know. That means I'll show up to my flight like even later than I normally do. Like
yeah,
45 minutes before takeoff, maybe even 30.
5 minutes before. I would say 5 minutes before. Yeah, before takeoff. I was going to say 5 minutes before boarding, but honestly, how efficient that airport is, you can show up there like right before takeoff for sure. Highly recommend it, guys. Give it a try. All right, let's get some tickers in here.
I'm seeing Sens thrown out by Dog with a 2-play ticker SENS.
I know. I saw it, Sens. I saw it. I just want to make sure that we don't miss out on GDX here because I think something's going to happen, but we'll come back to it. So Sens has a broad base. Let's look at this as in a weekly chart. Yeah, you can see it a lot more clearly here, guys. So we've got some previous like price targeting here that we kind of hit, but we've got our downward trend going into a rounding bottom. See how the right side starts to turn green before we get some serious moves here on the weekly. This is the weekly we're looking at here, guys. Something really nice. Let me switch over to daily here. Is that we did get that golden cross in here. So, I mean, who knows? We had some serious selling off with Sens, but we could be entering now a longer term bullish regime now that we shook out a lot of these buyers. This is just here. Let me delete all of this stuff and just draw it out right. Got a nice demand zone down here. This is where the buyers say, okay, that's a good price. I'm coming in. And then no particular catalyst that I know of, but I don't really care. We've got this gap up. The fact that so the open was here. The fact that we gapped up here is something to just watch out for. When you get two gaps up in this short period of time, watch out for the exhaustion. So I would say Dog with Toupee. If you were Oliver Rodriguez, you nerds know nothing. Chainlink will hit $7 to $10 when Bitcoin hits 30K. Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a little religious charting here in a minute. I'll drink the Kool-Aid. We can look at Chainlink. No problem. But when you get these two gaps up like this, that's when you're going to look for some exhaustion selling, and you can already see that it's overbought here. So Dog with Toupee, I'm assuming you were already in Sens and took your profits. That's the way to be, because I would look for a corrective phase here. Let's look at Chainlink for the guy that did the online equivalent of streaking across a soccer field, and then we'll do that after. I wanted to hit on. So there's Chainlink, and then I wanted to hit on Neo.
Neo, of course, the Chinese automaker.
That's right, baby. So this channel right here, guys, see how we've got this sort of channel going right here? It's really just for this period. This is a selling channel. People just kind of selling off, and then we found our demand zone, entered into a nice little trend crossing above the 10-week and 65 indicators here. I would just ignore this death cross right here because of how volatile we've been in this period. It's crazy that this chart does not look terribly unlike a lot of cryptocurrencies right now. Not sure if there's an actual causation there, but at any rate, yeah, great volatility on this thing. Still, it looks like it still has some room to go. So the flag. So our boy has pointed out a flag. So I'm going to switch to the 1 hour and see what flag you might be talking about. Are you talking about an intraday flag, Dog with Toupee, or are you talking about something more for swings? You nerds know nothing. Oh, Biden G7 summit.
Is that like a private play? Like, is G7 like a G6? You know, private planes, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So okay. So Neo, I got my Fibonacci on here. I'd say pretty reliable here. Guys, I got no problem targeting 48 with this. That's just another 6%. Where we are on the RSI, not too big of a problem, but definitely possible. Wouldn't be surprised if we do get another corrective phase here, though. But no problem targeting that 48 here with Neo. As long as we're able to break out of this line right here, so you can see that we're hitting this resistance. Boom. Just like that. We break out of that resistance, then this turns into support. You can target this next level up on the Fibonacci. And that's just anchoring the Fibonacci retracement tool on the previous all-time high down to the following lowest level. And that sets up your support and resistance lines. I'll drag this out so it actually covers what we're looking at. And I drew this blue line just based on this previous resistance level, because you can see that's where we're stopping out right now. So yeah, you can look for a breakout there. And then Dog with Toupee, did you let us know if you're looking at, oh, it's an intraday flag. So I wonder if I should go down to something like this. So this is 10 minute. Let's try 5 minute. I mean, are you on 1 minute, my friend? Yeah, I'm not sure, but you know what? If you guys want to trade this just using the 65 EMA, it looks like it's respecting it. So bounces on that 65 are nice. Get real excited if you see the RSI get real low. The 5 minute. So you're seeing something like this. Boom. Okay, so I wanted to look at chain because we got streaked, all right? So anytime someone runs naked across my YouTube show, I want to make sure they get the respect they deserve. Wow, Oliver Rodriguez with the deets. Let's go ahead and throw that up.
I was being facetious. I know what the G7 summit is. Come on.
But the question is, what does facetious mean?
Facetious is like a synonym to sarcastic. Yeah, that's your English lesson of the day. Synonym means a word that has similar meaning to another word.
13. Did you guys see the My Hero Academia shirt? I don't know. Game of Thrones is in. We got to do like Demon Souls or something, or Demon Slayer. Holy shit! What time frame? This is Neo on 5 minute. All right, so guys, what was? Oh yeah, chain link. So let's do a link USD on the daily. Speaking of soccer, every altcoin needs to have, or just coin needs to have like a club, like every soccer team.
Wait, when were we talking about soccer?
Because I said that the one dude that was like the dude in chat that
streaking.
was like Chainlink is going to 1 million. You guys are all smooth brain or whatever. Yeah, it's basically streaking across the soccer field. All right, let's talk about this. Let's do the darn tootin' thing. First, let's look at Link USD against BTC USD. Okay, so Link is weak against Bitcoin. All right, so let's look at BTC really quick. Bitcoin it is just do or die here. All right, rounding top, we are in a bearish pennant right here. So Bitcoin can do one of two things, and it's these two lines. All right, that's just the way it is. That's how bubbles work. If it gets low, I'm happy because I will buy a shitload of Bitcoin. That's all there is to it. It's the same thing that I should have done back here when the bubble burst. You guys already know. So we also know that most cryptocurrencies, some don't. There are some that are like I'm pretty sure Matic USD is no, not Matic. What the hell was it? Let me go to my crypto watch list. Oh, it was AMP. So AMP was moving despite what was happening to Bitcoin. And AMP has been great. Your boy already got an AMP. All right. So let's look at Chainlink concern. So this will compare AMP USD to BTC USD. Wow, that's strength. Why? Because we got this big erect greenness. All right. Now let's look at chain. Okay, it's Link USD. Link USD against BTC USD. This is the opposite erect. This is a flaccid red line. Does that mean that it's bad or something like that? No. It just means it's not performing right now. It's underperforming against Bitcoin, which is objectively in a bearish regime. And let's switch over to just the Link chart, Link USD. All right. So I would posit that it's possible for this one to bounce out. But I would also posit that it's likely for it to break down. It's trading below its 200-day moving average. All right, we're looking at the daily. The red line is 200-day moving average, widely recognized by large money investors as an unhealthy position to take. So you want this thing to find its absolute bottom before you enter, right? Who wants to keep buying a stock or buying a cryptocurrency on its way down? So I don't know. Just make sure you hit every YouTube channel and let them know that that Link is going to the moon. You're right. Your ideal situation is to get it at a better price. So let's go ahead and see what that might be. Let's use the Fibonacci. I shall entertain this. Speaking of moons and YouTube, we do have Moon or Bust coming up next. So if you're into altcoins and want to know, what's the next altcoin that's going to go to the moon, they'll give you some inside info on Moon or Bust. So guys, it is possible that the bottom was found here for Link. I'm not too excited about the chart just because this thing right here looks kind of double toppy to me, and the swing lows didn't really go as low as I would like them to. So it's not just like a really clear price structure. So just compare your currencies against Bitcoin to see what has strength. Charts don't matter with crypto. It's more sentiment based. False. The sentiment appears in the chart. Charts 100%. In fact, I would say charts matter more with crypto than almost any other asset, than with stocks that have a lot of outside corporate events. Like you can play like Dogecoin. All you need Doge USD to make money on Doge, which you can still do. You can day trade Doge 7 days a week, nonstop, scalping it, using nothing but a Fibonacci retracement tool, because the charts matter with crypto. Sentiment is built into the price. In fact, sentiment comes from price. So the way that you feel as a market participant and the way that was it a joke? Okay, because I'm drilling pretty hard on this one. Dude, 8 base doesn't matter. Technical applies to everything. Just use Fibonacci retracement. Apes can use Fibonacci retracement to time entries. Can't get money into Binance too hard in Canada. The banks won't let me. So here's the trick with Binance. I had the same problem with Binance because I couldn't use fiat to purchase any currency. Open up like a Gemini account or another crypto brokerage that's a lot faster. Purchase cryptocurrency and then send that to your Binance account, and then just go from there. That gets you around that whole thing. Yes, the charts do even show how apes feel. That's exactly right. So that sentiment is baked into the chart, and then it also makes the apes feel the way they feel. So come on, get real. Doge is for beta boys, Oliver. Come on.
He must not know about us.
Yeah, clearly you never met me and Aaron. Beta. So okay, guys. I'm Canadian as well, and I use Binance. Yeah. The move if you can't get in there is to just buy crypto with something else. Here's a move. If you can get Trust Wallet, if you want to get into some cryptocurrency, get Trust Wallet, and then just use your credit card to buy crypto on your Trust Wallet. Like you can do from start to finish, you can get this done in 10 minutes. And then you send that to your Binance account, because you can open the Binance account. It's just hard to purchase crypto using your bank account or your credit card on Binance. MetaMask is fine. I have MetaMask. You can probably see it up here. I have MetaMask and Trust Wallet for different things, you know. But that's my recommendation. Get in there. All right, guys, what's next? You want to look at some more cryptos? You want to look at some stacks? Yes, beta boys who depend on Elon tweets. Dude, there's so much tribalism in the market. Can't we just all work together? Oh, Jim Stocks, I'm sorry, guys. It's Friday. I've been drinking margaritas for the last hour.
Jim, wait. Are you at the Ozarks right now? I'm going to guess, yeah.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
You ever seen the show Ozark?
Actually, yeah. And I was just thought about how they all have like houseboats, like out on the Ozarks.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at his next comment. I swear to God, I did not see that. I did not see that when I said that.
Dude, guys. Here's what I got. Okay, the market's a little bit slow today, so I'm gonna talk about something that I think we really need to. We as a group need to just get on the same page about. Yachts are out. Yachts suck. All right. What I'm looking for is a houseboat. A houseboat is a trailer on pontoons. Like this says, I'm bald, very wealthy, and very stuck up. This thing right here, this is the boat equivalent of doing one of these with your hands. This is like every time one of the, instead of like hitting like with yachts, they take a big bottle of champagne and they hit it on the yacht before the thing goes on its maiden voyage. With the houseboats, two bald guys with tribal tattoos and big beer bellies just look at each other and go. And that's where you want to be, guys. Come on, get real.
Oh shoot, Jim Stock said if we come down, well, we can take out the Sea-Doos. I love me a good little wave runner. Neil, we might have to go do a remote, get technical from Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah, we might have to. Yeah, houseboat, alpha males. Yeah, baby. Okay. So gray and art. So what is gray? Talking about gray vision on NASDAQ. Ooh, this is the daily. Big volume coming in, baby. Okay.
That looks like a nice little bottom.
Yes, it does. Yes, sir. So look, I mean, that's at 65 Mighty Soldier Trades, 65 EMA getting hit as resistance here. This is one to watch, baby. I mean, look, it's got like no resistance on the way up. So like the next resistance levels are going to be right here. And then right here before a freaking gap, baby. Damn, this is beautiful. So from this level, I mean, up to the next resistance level, you got 54% to go. And then up to the beginning of the gap, you got 95. And then up to the gap itself, which is, I bet you, if we actually get up there, there's going to be a big correction. From right here all the way up to that damn gap is 155%. This is a houseboat stock, dude. Gray bug vision. Health technology. Okay, all right, let's get it in here.
I love how Neil on Twitter the other day on Twitter, forgot how to talk there for a second. Neil basically tweeted out his whole like technical analysis thesis in what is Twitter now? 240 characters or less?
I don't know.
But Neil, let me try to find the tweet. Neil basically said, try to find a stock that has a nice bottom over a couple month period, and like that's a good buying opportunity. And I just like seeing, the whole technical analysis thesis basically in such a concise message. I thought that was great.
Wow, you're being really sweet. Are you trying to get out of the rat suit?
No, sir. I thoroughly enjoyed that tweet. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, those are the best stocks. Why are you talking about houseboats? Jimmy Hoffa wants to know. Why are you talking about houseboats instead of stocks?
Jimmy Hoffa might be in the bottom of the Lake of the Ozarks. There's actually that's a very strong possibility.
Well, Jimmy Hoffa, because it's my show when we talk about what I want to talk about. Like and subscribe.
All right, man, I found the tweet. I'll read it real quick. Just real quick. Look for stocks with big, fat, multi-month to year-round bottoms following a brutal, nasty downtrend. Then look for a golden cross, and when the 50-day, it says SMA, but did you mean EMA?
No,
SMA.
SMA.
When the 50-day SMA crosses above the 200-day SMA while they're both turning up, finally check for unusually high volume and then eat it up. That's how you find those rat snacks, baby.
This is it right here. Whoa, shit. This is it. Unusually high volume, which we just had with gray. So I'm like, I love gray. It doesn't have the golden cross necessarily. Oh, GRAE. It doesn't have the golden cross yet. So let's turn on our 50-day moving average and our. Is this stock too young to have a 200-day moving average? It could be. Yeah, it's not showing up because it's too young. So we shall see, my friend. We shall see. But I love gray. I love it. I think that these levels are real. I think it could do it. This big red bar kind of freaks me out. But if we get some more green volume action in here, sheesh, could be a double bagger.
We have a good question in the chat about SPACs. We can try to answer it, but we also have some resident SPAC experts. That would be Chris Kachi and Mitch Hodge. So if you want to join the SPAC show, let me read it. Let me put it up real quick. So Shirag said, hey, Neil and AB, any insights on volatility of SPAC stocks when it nears merger date or before or after ticker change? Example, APXT or FTOC. I really don't.
So I just say, dude, I just look at the chart. That's it. SPACs get a little bit wonky. It's not my specialty. Like, I don't know any tricks with trading SPACs, but a chart is a chart. If I see a pattern, if I see volume, if I see something basic like RSI, that applies everywhere. So if there's something clear, I'll go for it. I'm not trying to get all goofy with it,
Agreed.
I'm not trying to get cute. Yeah, PBR looks really good. Just looking at this previous, so this one came out of chat. There's a PBR, which, yeah, in the Twitter thread, I made a joke. I was like, yeah, I directly contributed to this company's earnings in undergrad because of Pabst Blue Ribbon. Yes, I know it's not actually PBR. The beer has their own, is like a public company, but it does look pretty toppy based on what has happened in the past with PBR. And guys, with PBR, this is the daily. Look at how overbought it is. I think correction time. And I would look for support. Whoops. Where we found previous support that when we had this like almost exact same pattern, which is this little sideways range with support right about here. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, I see why you like it because it has the golden cross and it has the breakout. But just based on what happened in the past, I'm not sure. But if you do break above these levels, which is so it just filled a gap basically. If you break above these highs and get, say, to something here, let's go to weekly so I can consolidate my candles. Yeah, if you can break out of these levels, this is the 200 week moving average. If you can break above that, look, that's been the resistance, guys. Use the 200 week moving average PBR. If you can firmly break above that with a week, as in like 7-day or 5 trading day candle that's green with the body above that, I think go long. You can see here on the weekly, we still got some room to go on the RSI, but it's been very sensitive to RSI in the past and it's sold off before that. So another thing about this is this doesn't have that broad base that we like with the rat snacks. This one is more of like an ascending triangle, which is still great, but you want broad base over many weeks, and that's how you get the big sexy pops. CLF double top possibly. I mean, the weekly looks strong AF, right? Like you still got some room on the RSI here. Great above average volume. No reason for a trend to end unless there's something that gets in its way. Double top. I'm not seeing a double top anywhere on this thing. I would not. A double top doesn't really matter for the trend unless it's on the daily or higher. Well, maybe, I mean, you can go down to like 4 hour, which we don't really have here. If it's down to like an hour or less, that's intraday stuff. You know, go short on a double top on like the 5-minute chart, which maybe this is what you see. So I'm looking at the 5-minute chart as CLF. This is the steel stock that's just banging. Maybe this is kind of what you're talking about. Yeah, that wouldn't be really something that would affect my trading unless I was like scalping intraday. Yeah, I see him. That's probably what you're talking about, but I think you're in good shape here with CLF. There will definitely be a correction soon. We're getting right to a level here that I drew with the Fibonacci. I'm gonna have to zoom out a lot to really be able to see everything. We're getting right to it, a key level here on the Fibonacci. So correction incoming, but that would, in my mind, be a buying opportunity unless we just see XME start to fail, which is the metals ETF. And it's looking pretty good. I mean, we're off to a bad start this month. It is really overbought. I mean, this is one I keep going back and forth on. I gotta say, this overboughtness tells me that we need to correct at least down to this support level. If we hold this support level, then I'm looking for something like this. If we don't hold it, looking for something like this, which is based off of this area. Metal. 10 minutes CL. What is a okay, get out of here. So 13 wants to look at Disney. Yeah, I'm with you on Disney. Disney's rounding top. I mean, this is just in the months. We can see it. Let's see if we can get some more detail on the day. Yeah, that's a rounding top all day. Toppy. Sloppy toppy. Yeah, I can look at Baba. I can look at Ford. Whoops, where'd I put that? All right, F. So let me get some perspective here. I have too many indicators on the chart. So this is the monthly, so don't pay attention to the green and red lines here. Yeah, so it might happen here with Ford. So here's what we do. That's our neckline. I already have a neckline drawn for Ford. Anchor this at our low on the monthly, bring it up to that neckline, add it to our neckline, see where that gets us. This is like the old school way of finding your price targets. You can see that it's resistance level on these body candles for the months. So this is going to be, what is this? $30 is going to be your price target for a full resolution of this rounding bottom here with Ford. Ford has been on a great trend for sure, but be mindful of RSI here, guys. We're in overbought territory. Needs to take a breather. People need to take some profit before we get back in. That's probably what's going to happen. It would be nice if that happened after we got over this neckline, so that we could use this neckline as support. Might not happen here. Let's get down to the daily. So daily does have this golden cross here, looking really good. But we're approaching full resolution, or not full resolution, but we're approaching the neckline of our rounded bottom here for it. I mean, actually, I would have really loved it. I mean, this overboughtness needs to like cool down a little bit. We'll definitely need to check in on Ford next week, because this is profit taking. Would have loved to see, and what you really wanted to see here was for buyers to come in right here on some higher volume. But you look down here, you can see, look at the volume. We're way below average here. So we're still in profit taking territory. Got a lot of supply here at this level at 15.50 cents. So want to get through that level. Let's go ahead and just let's do a little something here. Yeah, volume profile is always going to go to the base. So let's turn that off. Not very conclusive. Yeah, you just want to see a spike in volume. That's all there is to it. Super low volume. Volume is dried up. People have a lot of Ford stock to sell. It broke a trend channel with news. I mean, let's do a little channel here. So I'm going to use the parallel channel tool. And I'm going to anchor it at a two swing low. So I'm going to do this swing low, and then this swing low, and then bring this up to a swing high. That's just kind of a way for you to look at what type of trend range your stock or asset is in. Yeah, it did. It broke up above the upper level on this trend, and it's kind of holding that upper level of support here. Quick little hack for this, if you have TradingView. I'm not sure if it's the same thing on TrendSpider or TD Ameritrade, but you can just do a quick linear regression. In this case, linear regression is going to be anchored further back in time, but it's not too dissimilar. Where we see the price of Ford going above the upper deviation, and then still holding it as support. Looks a little bit like exhaustion to me. This is the weekly. Switch over to the daily. So, I mean, it's not too crazy as you expect this to. Let's get our arrow out here. Where's my thing? Wait, how did I use most used tool? Here we are. Brush. Not too crazy to expect this to return to the mean here. Okay. How to set a divination tool? Banana Bird, can you ask that in a different way? Because I don't know what a divination tool is. I mean, divination is like what we're trying to do, like see the future. I just light some incense, get my tarot cards out, and just repeat Tesla, 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 Tesla over and over. Usually doesn't work. And then 13 is calling out the 20-day moving average. Very important moving average to have in mind. Saying, which I have here is a dotted line, saying that Ford could find support on the 20-day moving average. Would not be a big surprise here.
Wait, Neil.
What's up?
Your voice is good, but the picture, the screen of your face is frozen.
Okay, so stay where you are.
I'm hanging by. I'm on standby. Whoa. Full screen on AB. What up, y'all? As always, if you're going to throw tickers in the chat, it helps us if you put the time frame you want us to look at as well as you know, I mean, like on the daily or on the minute chart, that will help us, you know, determine what charts to pull up. So if you're throwing a ticker in there, just throw the time frame. You know, you want us to look at Ford on the daily or on the 5 minute. Yeah. Oh, time for AB get technical wrap.
Yeah, let's get that real quick.
Just me and Neil on Get Technical. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna break down some charts. We're doing it long. We're doing it right, and you can hang out with us every single day.
All right, there you go, guys. Check out the Benzinga SoundCloud if you want to get that anytime that you want. Fibonacci. Yep, Fibonacci is like one of the most useful tools in technical analysis or trading or whatever, however you want to put it. The Fibonacci retracement tool is based on the Fibonacci sequence, which is a sequence that occurs throughout nature. And interestingly enough, when you get a bunch of human beings and even computers participating in a big system like the stock market or any type of market, these ratios show up in the price levels or the closing prices of the stocks or the Forex pairs or the cryptocurrencies that we're looking at. So instead of like this sort of Nautilus thing, we just take these ratios and then we turn them into a horizontal lattice that is very easily drawn, because tools for drawing it are available pretty much on every trading tool. We have this Fib Retracement. So if I wanted to say, you know, Ford is falling, I want to get an idea of what, well, actually, hold on. So I want to get an idea of what my price targets are for Ford. I would go to this high level here, and then I would go to this low level here. And you can see that that lattice is automatically drawn using those ratios that are unique to the Fibonacci retracement tool. And then the cool thing is that, you know, we're looking at these bars, they tend to hit those lines. Those tend to be open and close prices for our candles, meaning that they're serving as support and resistance. And it's not exact in this case, but you can see it's pretty much respecting this line here. So that's why I say when you're talking about how like charts don't matter with cryptocurrency because it's just based on sentiment and it's just chaos reigns. No. The fact that people are crazy, especially in groups, makes it so that this thing works, and this allows you to measure that craziness when you have your charts. So that's Fibonacci. Am I negative or am I balanced? I think you're drunk, Oliver. I think that you're drunk in the middle of the day on a houseboat.
That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, so yeah, I know TOS has pivot points that are reflective of the fib. True. We also have that pretty here too. So I've got pivot points, which I'll use from time to time. Pivots, boom, boom, boom. Actually, I use them a lot. So let's clear all our drawings. We're just looking at Ford right now. Right now, these are standard pivot points that are just based on sort of, it's like the average of the high, low, open, and close, setting up a median line or level, and then 2 support lines and then 2 resistance lines. Now you can change the equation that sets those levels with your pivot points by clicking the little cog on TradingView, and this is built into TradingView. This is a standard tool here. So it's on Benzinga Pro if you use that. And then you can change the type from traditional to Fibonacci. And then that's just going to make it line up using the ratio. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it just changes the formula slightly for how these resistance and support levels are calculated. And you can see it's working really well. I mean, we found support right on this Fibonacci line right here. QQQ to 341. Here's my promise to you. I guarantee that QQQ will get to 341. And that's it. No time frame. QQQ will get there one day. So let's remove all of our drawings here. Let's remove the standard deviation. We're looking at QQQ, NASDAQ, ETF. 20-day. Actually, I want to keep the 20 and the 50 on here. Okay, so it's above both. That's fine then. Linear regression, get out of here. Pivots, Fibonacci, out of here. I'm just gonna keep my 2 EMAs and my 200 here. So here's the sitch. Touch this twice. This was a double top, and we resolved it. This was like if you're a viewer of Get Technical, you would know that you would exit. You would go short basically at this point. Now we're approaching those levels again, and now it's not. We don't know what's going to happen. We need to see what's going to happen. But we can look at our momentum indicators and see we've got some room to go on RSI. So it's great that we're not totally overbought. But look at the average volume going down. So we want to see some volume coming in when we're approaching important resistance levels, which in this case, it's the most important resistance level. It's the all-time high for like one of the most important ETFs on the planet. So we want that volume to come in to grow and be higher than this average, which is this yellow line. Right now, we are not seeing it. So I am doubtful. I'm not saying I'm short, but I am doubtful that we're going to break out past this all-time high in the short term. It can happen. It might happen. But right now, there are no signs that say you should bet on it happening. Okay. Bop. Try the fib on Trading View. We not breaking it. Good call. All right, Algo USD. Algo USD bull trap. What's next?
That was quick.
I don't know. Maybe it could maintain, but it looks like a bull trap to me. Why? Because there's a downward trend, and now it's forming a flag. And flags are continuation patterns, guys. So when you see a pennant or like a flag, that means that it's likely to continue going in the direction that the pole's going. In this case, it's one of these, which is a bull flag. So stuff can happen. It can change, but looks like a bull flag. Or a bear flag. Sorry, bear flag. Algo USD. Chinese real estate. Let's go. BEKE. Well, just go ahead and let's just change that goofy crap. So, meh. I don't know, man. Maybe. All right. So we did touch this line here. Let's see what it is. Let's do the thing. So we hit our previous support here, and then we hit higher. So you can treat it like one of these. Nice little booty. Put some talcum powder on your hands and spank that ass, and look for touching the 10-week, so you can kind of project where that would be. I don't see anything here that gets me super excited about this. I would want to see increasing volume instead of declining volume to get super excited. So this is Chinese real estate. Let's look at I believe a US based real estate, and then see how the going into this, how the volume was increasing. That's what you want. You need that juice. That's the juice. Put a channel on it? Bruh. Are you ignoring Wix? XIN. I mean, I might as well open my real estate. Yeah. So got a little real estate watch list for y'all. There's some more that I should add to it though. Yeah. Jin be crazy. Jin. When mortgage rates get back to normal, what do you think about the housing market? I don't know. What indicators? What indicators do you use, if you don't mind me asking? I use the 10-week moving average, the 65 exponential moving average on all time frames. I use the Fibonacci retracement tool all the time. RSI and volume. Don't get too cute. Oh, and I also use volume by price or volume profile, but that's not, I don't even use it that much. Okay. What's up next, producer AB?
We've got Moon or Bust, Benzinga's very own altcoin segment. So if you're interested in cryptocurrencies, hype coins, altcoins, stay tuned. Today we're talking about Superbid on Moon or Bust. So excited for that. Superbid's got some interesting endorsements. Logan Paul being one of them.
Interesting. And if you guys enjoyed this or found it educational in any way or helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Yeah, everyone make sure you stay hydrated for this weekend. All right, it's important.
Follow Neil on Twitter. Oh, this is Benzinga. How the hell?
So yeah, follow me on Twitter at Neil's Tweets. I'll be posting more. I post stuff there. Just do it. Just follow me.
Fast Eddie.
Huh?
Fast Eddie, like Fast Eddie's Bel Air. It's a place in St. Louis. I wonder if that's what it's like.
Yeah. All right, guys. This has been the Friday. Happy Mother Effing Friday edition of Get Technical. With me, as always, is my stalwart companion, producer AB. He'll be wearing a rat suit next week because you guys wanted it. So stay tuned. And yeah, stick around for the cryptocurrency. Lots of good shiz on Moon or Bust up next. Happy trading, folks. Have a great weekend.
See ya!